welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then welcome. My name is Rachel Jane, I am 27, I'm married, and together my husband and I have a beautiful little daughter called Georgia who is almost 16 months. And today I am doing something exciting with gin. I am making a flavour in my own gin. I'm not making gin. And it's something I wanted to do for Christmas presents, but we are now doing Secret Santa. But I thought I would just make the gin instead and put it in a bottle and we can make some Christmas cocktails with it. So if it's something you're interested in and you want to learn more, then please keep watching. So I'm just using this London Dry gin from Aldi. I has asked quite a lot of clients what they would recommend. You want something that's not too flavoured with different botanicals, because we are now going to flavour it. And loads of my clients had said go for like Gordon's or like any kind of London Dry. But loads of our clients had said that they really like Aldi's own gin. Obviously in Scotland we've got the kind of alcohol minimum spend tax thing, so the cheapest it's going to be was this one, which was £18 something. It was like £18.88 or something bizarre because of the tax. So yeah, you're not going to get much cheaper than that for a litre, so I'm not going to use all of this, but we can use it at Christmas for other things. And yeah, this jar, I bought it for my coffee morning, which was a couple of months ago, and we put lots of sweeties in it, so it's just been cleaned out and sterilised again. And we're going to use this for fermenting. And the brambles that I have, you might remember that Georgia and I went picking for brambles during the summer, and I said that the leftovers I was going to freeze for a project. Here we are today. So if you can't, well, you won't be able to get fresh brambles, they're not in season anymore, but you can get them frozen. Aldi actually do really nice ones. They also do a frozen punnet of black forest fruit, so if you wanted something a slightly different flavour, you might want to do that, stick a cinnamon stick in it, and it'd be really super Christmassy. So it's really simple, so I'm just going to show you how to make it up. It needs 4 weeks to ferment and kind of come together, so I thought I would make it just now so that you've got time to go out, get your stuff and make it yourself, and then I'll do a homemade gin part 2 and show you what kind of cocktails I'm going to make with it at Christmas, or how else you could use them for weddings or little favours at Christmas, place names, so many things. So let's get on with it. I can't believe I've just done that and not pressed record. I was so annoyed. So here's our gin. So what I done was I chopped the apples, shoved them in, put all the sugar in with the apples, closed it over, give it a right good shake to kind of disperse it a little bit. Throw in your brambles or whatever kind of fruit you're using to flavour it. And then just keep topping up with gin. You can see like the sugar's really settling at the bottom, so I'm just going to keep shaking it and trying to get some more gin in. The recipe that I had used said 250 mils of gin. No, 750 mils of gin, but really I think I've used about 250, if you can see there, like that's not even half. Maybe a wee bit more than that, but what I'm going to do is leave it for a little while and hopefully the apples start to soak up some of the gin, and then we can top it up. You want to put this into a dark room, so I'm just going to put it in a storage cupboard, and every couple of days give it a wee shake, and if it soon starts to kind of soak up more of the gin and make space to put some more in, then I'll just keep topping it up. But yeah, I'm really sorry that I never pressed record. But this is our gin, this is how it's looking so far. Don't worry about that sugar settling, just keep giving it a shake every couple of days. And those apples will eventually turn the same colour as the brambles, I'd imagine. So yeah, so you'll need to stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you get a notification, and I will make a part 2, let you see how it came on, how it tastes, and how I'm going to use it in cocktails over Christmas. Oh, what a shame, what a disappointment that I never pressed record. So it has been 1 week since I made the gin, and you can see that it's really taken the colour. If I tilt it back, you can see the apples have really soaked up that bramble colour, and they've all kind of swollen up with the gin. It smells so good. I wish this was like smell-o-vision. I mean, it's super strong, but really nice. So I'm so pleased with this. I actually think that, yeah, the recipe says about 4 weeks, but we're now only less than 3, I think. Until Christmas, so I'll get this edited and up tonight, and hopefully by the time you've watched it you've still got plenty of time to make it, if that makes any sense. So I think if you were to make this just now, you'd be absolutely fine. I wanted to show you just now how I plan to use it on Christmas Day, and then I'll give you some more ideas of how else that you could use it. So, come maybe a couple of days before Christmas, I'm going to put a muslin cloth over the colander, put that over a bowl, and then drain all of this out so that we get plenty of the juice, but no kind of fruity bits in it, or any stalks or anything like that. But because I'm just going to take a little bit out just now, top it back up with gin, put it back in the cupboard, I'm obviously not going to do that just now. But I want to show you how I planned. Fingers crossed this works, because I've never done this before, but in my head I think this is going to work. So I've got my, excuse me and my jammies by the way, I'm too comfy and George is away to bed. So I plan on doing about a shot of this into a champagne flute. So try and get a bit without any. This is obviously why you do it over a muslin, because I keep getting little seeds and things in it. Anyway, it's just a trial. So I'm going to put that in first. Let's go two, that's a bit, right. Yeah, that seems about. So that was like 2 tablespoons, I'd imagine that's like a shot maybe, like a measure. Then I have Prosecco, but just use whatever you're using. Some kind of bubbles I think would be the nicest, plus it's nice and special. So I have had some of this throughout the week. We were celebrating good news, but I can't tell you about that yet. I will tell you in a lovely video about the good news. I'm not pregnant, obviously. Okay, so take your spoon, place it over the gin, and then pour your bubbles on top of that, and in theory, it should give like a layered effect. How are we doing? Way, almost. So there we are. It's not a definite kind of half and half, but you can definitely see the gradient between the two. And I think if you stick a little candy cane in that, is that not just the cutest bleeding cocktail you've ever seen in your life? I think that is adorable. And I'll tell you how it is. Oh, it's nice, it's strong. Do you know, it's almost sangria. It's delicious. I'm so pleased I've done that actually. That is delicious. You need to make that if you're hosting Christmas or having any parties, maybe even New Year's Day if you want to let it ferment a little bit longer. Definitely give this a go because it's so tasty. I am happy. What I'd also thought that you could do with this is, do you know you can get these little mini jam jars that are like individual servings you get in hotels and things. You can buy them empty. The range has loads of them. They've also got little kind of these kind of things, like this jar but like mini ones. I used them at my wedding as favours that were maybe, I think they were 60 mils if I can remember correctly. So in my head you could make a big batch of this, decant it in, and then make that as little wedding favours and make a nice little label with your name on it. And I think people really appreciate a homemade, handmade gift. I say this quite a lot, I make a lot of gifts and really they're always received so well, and people love the fact that you've put thought and effort into it. And realistically, how long did that take me? How long does it take to chop a couple of apples and shove it in a cupboard? And then leaving it in the cupboard, that does all the rest, that does all the hard work for you. So if you want to try something, maybe you've never made gifts before and you're a bit nervous, this is probably one of the easiest homemade gifts I've ever made. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I really do hope that you crack on and make your own gifts this year. I am away to sort out this barnet and to enjoy my gin. Cheers!